Hello, my name is Randy Dobson. I'm an instructor here in the Houston, Texas area, and this video will be covering the sweep command in Autocad 3D. If you've been watching my other videos that cover, let me open this up here, extrude and loft and revolve, these are the four commands that will take 2D objects like these. You use these commands and it turns it into a 3D solid. Okay, very, very useful tools. They cross over into other softwares like Inventor, SolidWorks, and some other 3D softwares out there. And you just never know what version you're going to be working or which software you'll be working on. But the nice thing is they do all kind of convert to each other in regards to the terminology. So sweep, what the sweep does is, if you can imagine taking a broom and sweeping, you go along a path. Uh, Now, like the other three, or this might be the first one you're watching, your path has to be one object. As you see, I hover over these, and they're polylines. I hover over this one, and these are three individual lines. The first thing that I do is when I start the sweep command, it asks me for an object to sweep. Well, I'm going to sweep this. I'm going to select this. I'm going to hit enter. It's asking for a path. And if you watch, I'm going to select here. See, it wouldn't let me select these other ones because it would only let me do that, do the path. So that's why having these as a P line, I'm going to do sweep again. I'm going to pick, let's just go with this one here. If I can get sweep to start again, here we go. Select this object. Then when I select here, you see how it went all the way around. Okay, and here it's got the grips. So if I need to change the alignment of it over here, I can do that. I could go and turn on my wireframe so I can see the grips on this side, and I could change it like that, and so on. So again, this goes back to using that wireframe over realistic. I'm going to undo this all the way back. Now, the one thing to pay attention, if you have an object that's not uh, you know parallel with this, or I guess you could say perpendicular to it. As you can see, I made these rectangles and I put them on this surface flat. But if I take this, when I go to, I'm going to do sweep, and I'm actually going to do mode, if you remember from the other ones, and I'm going to change it to surface. I'm going to pick this and then pick my path. And as you notice, half of it is in the negative and half is above it. That's what happens if you select it like this, if your object is laying down. In this case, I leaned it up, making it flat. Let me just kind of show you what I'm talking about. If I can get this out here. As you can see how I've got it flat. It's all on the same surface. Okay, but if I do sweep, mode, surface, and I pick this and then pick that, now watch when as you can see, half of it is below the ground right there, because see, here's the ground level. Oops, get rid of that. The ground level is right here, so half is below it, half is above it. So let me undo all this and get it back to where we were. Okay, so how you put this up will matter. And again, just like the other four, or the other three, excuse me, sweep, you want to set your mode the very first thing. You want to make it either a solid or a surface. It defaults to solid. Even if you select surface, it always goes back to solid. So if I wanted to do, this one is a surface and this is a surface, and I did them three times, I would have to go back to mode all three times. Okay, and again, just remember that you have your cross section here, and when you go to sweep, it says select objects to sweep. There could be more than one, and you select those first, then you hit enter. Okay, actually I didn't select anything. And then you hit enter. Now it's asking for a path, and I would pick this path, and I actually left it a solid, but there I've done a sweep. I've taken a 2D object and a 2D object and turned it into a 3D solid. As you can see, it's a 3D solid. And nice little tool, and you know, again, it follows along with these other three. These four are very similar, uh, and are very helpful. And that concludes this video on sweep. Thank you.